Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So, sorry about that weird, abrupt ending last time. My controller died while I was trying to do the outro, so, which killed the mic. So that's how it works. Anywho, let's get into this. Get into this Castrum, we're gonna get to the top, gonna shut down the cannon for good. It's gonna be a rip-roaring, real rip-snorter. What that means. Looks like they got some machines and cages for some reason. Be repurposed livestock cages, or maybe they're like machine charging docks. I don't know. Who designed this walkway? Got a guy in full Dolman. Looks like he knows what he's doing. We'll see what happens. I have a ridiculous amount of tenacity, so there is no need to be upset. That's mildly embarrassing. All I can do to aid the healer at this point is go into full, do the combo to get a little bit of self-healing. I've got Magitech Augmented Gorilla Cyborgs. Health Legion Avengers. It's actually a really popular PvP mount. You can get one of those for the PvP mount. I don't like PvP enough to really try to get one. My limit for PvP is basically like if you can buy it with wolf marks, then, I might go out of my way to get it. That monk's just not doing form shift at all. They're like, my stacks don't fucking matter. Of course, I suppose it's possible that they're unaware of the form shift changes, but yeah, whatever. Probably just lazy. Look at this Final Fantasy VI reference right here. It wasn't a boss in Final Fantasy VI, it was just a regular enemy. The Mag Rotor. But now it's Magno Rotor. Injecting cerulean fuel additives. Gotcha, bitch. Sometimes I feel like there's a little too much flying text. I'm sure there's a way. I could probably edit out the numbers that are popping up from other teammates. Might think about doing that just to make there be less numbers on the screen, because it's kind of getting to the point of being ridiculous. He's gonna get that off. Archer spell, don't need it. Caster ring, that could be useful. Between this time and last time, I got all my jobs on Clyde except for Gunbreaker up to 69. So here we've got Magitech pods. Ooh. And they're deploying something. Ooh. Hypertuned. And they just look like blue Rogadins to me. Okay, they're blue Rogadins with red eyes. Oh no, not buff guys. Not exceptionally buff guys with no weapons. Oh. Hey, that's just Howling Fist. And you insult me by, you know, that no longer being in the game for Monk. Got some dogs up ahead. Paladin's ring, you say? I don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. A couple Legion rotors. That one is mine. And this one. Got one hit on the healer. I've dishonored my family. Yeah. I'll take that. Yeah. Uh-oh, more hypertune chambers. We'll never be able to take the buff guys on the inside out. Though, come to think of it, these actually look very similar to those chambers that they put Kryl into. Oh god, is Kryl gonna get swole? You guys are jerks. Actually, I love this dungeon. I love everything about this dungeon. It's Final Fantasy VI references. It's, you know, Final Fantasy XIV, like, stuff is happening. It's Garlean Empire. It's level 69. And, hey look, another Final Fantasy VI reference. Number 24. His special power in 6 was barrier change. Behold, pinnacle of Magitech enhancement, huh? Well, you look like Frankenstein with, like, stabbers, and your tank buster is called Stab. Seems legit. Now, it's actually very easy to kill yourself on this boss, because when he does barrier change, if you don't match the element to what he's gonna do, then every time you hit him, you get knocked back and you take like a ridiculous amount of damage. See, he's gonna be fire and lightning, so you don't want to be one of those. You want to be ice. And you can tell by the buff he has on his bar there. So, you know, it looks like a snowflake. I wish I were level 70. You can be level 70 in this dungeon, but just like the Great Koopa Library, you get synced. Let's see, lightning and ice, huh? Okay, so we want fire. We want fire! Over here, you poo-poo dunderhead. Look how tall he is, bro. It's, like, that's ridiculous. Why is he so dang tall? Glory to the Empire, huh? Word. Okay, caster hat, and don't need dexterity earrings. Oh, it's nighttime! This dungeon actually does reflect day and night, and I think that's pretty cool. You see, around us are the peaks. You can see the boat over there. You know, it's cool. It's cool, you know? I love when they do that kind of stuff with dungeons and zones. It's like a tiny tank. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. It's almost adorable, isn't it? It's just so small compared to all the other ones we've fought of that version of that particular Magitech monstrosity. I miss when Quietus gave you blood proportional to how many hits it was doing. I mean, it was a little more complicated than that. Like, you couldn't have grit up because you couldn't use blood weapon while under grit originally, but something something, nostalgia goggles, something something. Cantha Shavers, huh? Must be a weapon. Let's see. Okay. No. Those are monk weapons. No. Alright. Assessment grounds, huh? Well, just like the Elegants, they do some, I guess, battle test things in an arena. Looks like a special pod. Yeah. Hey, buddy. You are also a Final Fantasy VI reference. I love it. I love it. Although in 6, your legs are more nimble. You look more nimble in 6. Pretty meaty tank buster. It's got laser hands, along with these giant augmented claws. Giant meaty claws! This way, little one, this way. Time for your medicine. Now he's gonna immediately do Ketsu Slash, you know, the Tank Buster, and because he just got buffed, it's gonna now apply a bleed. So, you don't really need mitigation for the first one, but every time he does it after he gets buffed, you must have a mitigation. The bleed is very strong. Now, see, it's 5k bleed. 1/9 of my total health. I died. Not to mention the initial hit was, you know, 16k, so. Plus his auto attacks. Like, that's how you make a nasty tank buster. I don't get why tank busters and Savage aren't, you know, more nasty. But, you know. Basically, he doesn't have a hard enrage, he just has sort of like a soft enrage sort of thing. He just keeps getting buffed the longer you take to kill him. And I really don't know how far it goes, but I think I've seen both of his arms get pumped up to the point that, you know, it's ridiculous. Uh-oh. Not supposed to let that get there, DPS. That could be worse. I could have a bad healer. Nah, this healer's good. His AoEs also get stuff added to them as he gets buffed. Like, you know, you saw that proximity had a knockback. Like, they'll get bigger. Like, he just gets more and more nasty the longer the fight goes on. Fortunately, he doesn't have really that much health. So. Doesn't last a tremendously long amount of time. Oh, an enhancing sword. That would be nice if I were a paladin, but I'm not. Let's come in the healer. Don't need any of that. Priest bombs. Yeah, sure, I'll take them. Oh, I was gonna emote at you. Meh. Looks like they're like adding to this Castrum. They're like still building onto it. Oh, 1 commendation's better than no commendations. Frankly, I always feel a little tiny bit insulted whenever I leave a dungeon with 0 commendations, because usually I get at least 1.
Are you all right?
Yeah, more or less.
Ah, I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
I almost feel sorry for that thing. Was that a person once? Like
Lise, thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
I'd say that's what she said, but that's literally what she said, so it's not really funny.
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The Skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Lise!
Gotcha!
Oof. LSA.
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
Fordola is smart.
Coward! Get back here!
That's some really high quality glass. How did she...
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
The royal hunt, huh?
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
Of course, dude.
Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
No, well, no, I don't want to talk to you again. Damn tab targeting. Although I don't have a tab button on my controller, but you know what I mean. Yeah, possibly. Let's see. We could use a leg upgrade of some sort. Stand-in, maybe? Or maybe we'll see how much it sells for? I don't know. Raban's invitation, huh? Yep. Fordola Dunn did pull out a freaking dang Sharingan or something. Last chance to catch our breath, huh? Very well, very well. There was a side... There's still a side quest I haven't been able to access that for flying, so it must lead us to an area where we can get that. Yeah, since last time, you know, like I said, I've gotten every job that I intend to level on Clyde to 69. That's where most of his bonus EXP went. And, I guess I haven't touched his botanist in a while, but it's not really uber important. cold hearth, huh? So like a hearth without a fire. Some words carved on stone. Liberty or death is what it looks like. Well, let me guess, this is your hometown? Liberty or death. Hey! Oh man, it's like I'm a mind reader or something. Whoa, what do these look like? Huh. I guess they look alright. That band probably doesn't die. They're mostly cloth with like metal plates on them. Ooh, gazelle open-toed shoes are striking though. Those would be quite the upgrade there. Brought us here for a reason, huh? Where's Lisa at, though? She wasn't standing nearby at all. Don't know if that's a glitch, or if they just didn't think to put her here again.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it?
Well, honestly, I mean, it's made out of sandstone like everything else around here, and, I mean, it stood the test of time.
Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Oh, hey, more Echo Visions. It's about time.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death.
Curtis, huh? That's Lisa's father. And Edith's father.
Liberty or death? Liberty or death! If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Hey, is that Ilbert? Look at his stupid hair. Well, we're all young and stupid once.
Send you home to men, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lise, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Enanta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
All this makes me think is there was a game back on, it was either the Super Nintendo or the regular Nintendo, though I suppose it might have also been the Atari. It's been so long I don't really remember, but it was called, you know, Liberty or Death. And you basically, you played as, you know, the Union or the Confederates during the American Civil War, and you had your, you know, your armies on each side, and they like clashed in the middle, and then you controlled a cannon in the back, and you tried to, you know, weaken the other side of the cannon. And there was a 2-player versus. Being watched, huh? Well, it wouldn't be the first time. I think we've been recording for what, like 30 minutes? 31 minutes? 32 minutes? I don't remember the exact order of events after this. Suspicious youth, huh? Sorry about that, my commentary got cut off. My brother's here visiting and they've made a late lunch barbecue thing. And I might go have some after this recording's done. I swear though, it's it's like I don't have any actual good times to record. Like when it's a night off and it's late, you know, then that's dead time, and so queues take forever. And like, you know, if like I didn't start the video with the queue, then you know, sometimes it just takes the whole video, and then you know. But when when it's not quiet time, I'm always getting demands on me and stuff. Now my question is did me and Lise kill these guys? Like, or did we just knock them out cold? Because that's 5 more bodies, and these guys are practically, I won't say purely innocent, but oh man, we kill so many people, it's ridiculous. Oh boy. Well, don't make a promise if you can't keep it. But of course, I mean, we're the good guys, so of course you can keep it. But, you know, whatever. Mistress Woad. Gotta get back onto Ralphie's Reach, huh? Can't really teach them if we just killed them. You guys just literally just made the point that I know you feel bad that you just killed some teenagers, but we'll teach them. That's the kind of mook I can feel sorry for. Alright, back in action, training at Ralphie's Reach. Got the infirmary back up and running. Yeehaw! The second time she's been in those convalescent clothes. You know, actually, no, maybe the third time, right? Because like she got a little bit hurt during coil, such that she had to change clothes. I mean, she wasn't seriously injured because of Phoenix, but you know, she put those clothes on when she talked to us in Eastern Channel, and then when she got shot, I think she had those on eventually, right? After the chirurgeons before she slipped into her new clothes that Tataru made her. Now she's back in them. This is the third time she's been hurt. But basically they did this so Alphino can move back in to being at our side, which honestly I would prefer to have them both there, but you know, she milked the screen over in the Far East as far as the twins go, so waiting outside for you. Okay. Vague, but okay, whatever. I've done vaguer, I've done worse. He's like, hot! Hot damn! Call the police and the fireman. She's too hot. Hot damn.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could. Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
I mean, she looks good in it, but she's always been wearing boots.
Oh, I know, right? All these stupid frills everywhere. Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle. There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
Now, it was kind of funny. She spars with you on whatever job you're on, and you know this is supposed to be the in-game, version of what actually, the sparring in the trailer. And the funniest job to spar with her on is hands down machinist. Because how do you spar with somebody with a gun? Like, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot you now. Sparring. Although the scholar and summoner are also kind of funny because you're sparring with her with a book. Clyde, you moron. You put your sword to the side. You're just gonna let her punch you. Oh well. Still kind of cool. This has a double entendre thing going for it. We were up all night long. Well, that's one way of putting it. Cheek to cheek? That's also another way to put it. Upon the Great Loch's shore, huh? Well, loch is like Scottish or whatever for lake, so... Was it Irish? I don't fucking remember. But they mean lake, so... They mean lake. It wasn't really reckless what you did, Alice. It was just... how could you know that Fordola can move that fast? Tip in at Castrum, Abanian, huh? Oh man, we're gonna have to walk like all the fucking way there, aren't we? From frickin' Alighieri. It's not that, like, I tried to unlock flying, but you literally can't unlock flying until you're done with the zone all the way. And I still got a side quest or something to do in addition to the final quest. Right, yeah, like, see that plus mark over there in Cold Hearth? Yeah, that's the last flying quest, side quest anyway, for the peaks. You know, we're just now getting access to it. I found every single Aether node already, so, you know, it's a matter of just doing that quest. Which will probably involve more walking around, but, you know, whatever. I'll do that on my own time. Hopefully we can get over there and get into the final zone of Stormblood. And I'm gonna try my damnedest to do enough recordings today to finish the Stormblood main storyline before the 5.3 patch drops. Not that that really means anything, right? Because we're not even gonna be in. We're gonna be at least like another like 50 videos away from, you know, like Shadowbringers. Maybe not 50, but you know what I mean. It's gonna be a bit, because we're just, you know, we're just about to reach the 70 plateau, but there's a lot less dungeons and trials and things to go through. Although we will be backtracking a little bit, going back through several iterations of Hildebrand, because we haven't done the Heavensward Hildebrand at all, but we got to do that in order to do the Stormblood one. But the reason I haven't done that one yet is because it's completely to the side and there's no trials for it back in Heavensward. But Stormblood introduces a trial and takes place in Kugane, and so, you know, I would rather compact all the Hildebrand together. Alright, Pippin, do your worst. I kind of wish he had kept the greaves on, but oh well. And well-fitting Alphanode ads. You know, it is vaguely reminiscent, like the way the actual dress like sits. It's vaguely reminiscent of Minfilia's dress, although it's far prettier, and there's no butt window. But there is a window for tramp stamp, so if Lise had a tramp stamp, we'd be able to see it. And our final Lise monologue for Stormblood. Maybe.
I remember my father's words, how they rang in my ears as we left Castrum Abania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny. 20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor.
Mira Weeb. Hey, Connie Senna. Hey, Marick. Yeah, the band's back together, baby.
Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you?